The Oracle Dataguard architecture incorporates the following items. Primary database, a production database that is used to create standby databases. The archive logs from the primary database are transferred and applied to standby databases. Each standby can only be associated with a single primary database, but a single primary database can be associated with multiple standby databases. Standby database, a replica of the primary database. Log transport services control the automatic transfer of archive redo log files from the primary database to one or more standby destinations. Network configuration, the primary database is connected to one or more standby databases using Oracle Net. Log apply services apply the archived redo logs to the standby database. The managed recovery process, MRP, actually does the work of maintaining and applying the archived redo logs. Role management services control the changing of database roles from primary to standby. The services include switchover, switchback, and failover. Dataguard Broker controls the creation and monitoring of Dataguard. It comes with a GUI and command line interface. The services required on the primary database are: Log Writer Process, LGWR, collects redo information and updates the online redo logs. It can also create local archived redo logs and transmit online redo to standby databases. Archiver Process, RCN, one or more archiver processes make copies of online redo logs either locally or remotely for standby databases. Fetch Archive Log, FAL, server, services requests for archive redo logs from FAL clients running on multiple standby databases. Multiple FAL servers can be run on a primary database, one for each FAL request. The services required on the standby database are: Fetch Archive Log, FAL, client pulls archived redo log files from the primary site. Initiates transfer of archived redo logs when it detects a gap sequence. Remote File Server, RFS, receives archived and/or standby redo logs from the primary database. Archiver, RCN, archives the standby redo logs applied by the Managed Recovery Process, MRP. Managed Recovery Process, MRP, applies archive redo log information to the standby database. Database synchronization options. Dataguard can be configured to run with varying synchronization modes indicating the potential for data loss. No data loss mode. This simply means that the log transport services will not acknowledge modifications to the primary database until they are available to the standby database. This doesn't mean that the modifications have been applied to the standby database, merely that the log information is available to the log apply services should failover occur. This mode is implemented using standby redo logs on the standby server. No data divergence mode. This is an extension of the no data loss mode whereby modifications to the primary database are prevented if connectivity between the primary and at least one standby database is unavailable. Minimal data loss mode. When the performance requirements of the primary database are the top priority, this mode provides the optimum balance of data protection and performance. Set up no data divergence. To set up no data divergence, the most extreme level of data protection, then do the following. How to set up primary database. Shut down the database using Shutdown Immediate. Backup all database files. Add an entry for the standby server into the tnsnames.ora file. Assuming your database is already in archive log mode, one of the archive destinations will be set. Add the other initialization entries. Control_files equals primary.ctl. Compatible. Log_archive_start equals true. Log_archive_dest_1 equals. Log_archive_dest_2 equals service equals stby1 lgwr syncaffirm. Log_archive_dest_state_1 equals enable. Log_archive_dest_state_2 equals enable. Log_archive_format equals arc%t_%s.arc. Remote_archive_enable equals true. The LGWR syncaffirm keywords indicate that the log writer should synchronously write updates to the online redo logs to this location and wait for confirmation of the write before proceeding. The remote site will process and archive these standby redo logs to keep the databases synchronized. This whole process can impact performance greatly but provides maximum data security. Start up the database using startup file equals init.aura. Create standby database control file using alter database create standby control file asc:\sdbycf.f single quote semicolon. Set up standby database. Copy the production backup files to the standby server. Copy the standby control file to the standby server. Alter the control_files and archive parameters of the init.aura as follows. Service_names equals stby1. Control_files equals standby.ctl. Compatible equals 9.0.1.0.0. Log_archive_start equals true. Lock_name_space equals stby1. fal_server equals prim1. fal_client equals stby1. Hashtag uncomment if file name conversion is needed. Hashtag db_file_name_convert sadface/primary/standby. Hashtag log_file_name_convert sadface/primary/standby. Standby_archive_dest equals c/oracle/oradata/tsh1/archive. Log_archive_dest_1 equals location equals c/oracle/oradata/tsh1/archive. Log_archive_trace equals 127. Log_archive_format equals arc%t_%s.arc. Standby_file_management equals auto. Remote_archive_enable equals true. Add the entries into the listener.aura file. Create standby redo logs on the standby database to receive online redo information from the log writer on the primary database. The minimum number of groups required is an exact match, number and size of the primary database, but performance may be increased by adding more. Alter database add standby log file group 10. c/oracle/oradata/tsh1/redo1a.log, c/oracle/oradata/tsh1/redo1b.log, size 500K. Start managed standby recovery. During managed recovery, the transfer of archive logs is controlled by the servers without user intervention. Copy all archive logs from the primary to the standby server. This is the only time you should need to do this. From SQL+, do the following. SQL connect sys/password ASSISDBA. SQL startup naman file equals c/oracle/admin/tsh1/file/init.aura. SQL alter database mount standby database. SQL recover managed standby database disconnect from session. Backup standby database. Backups of the standby database can only be performed if the database is shut down or in read-only mode. Read-only mode is best for managed recovery systems as archive logs will still be transferred during the backup process, thus preventing gap sequences. Once the server is in the desired mode, simply copy the appropriate database files. How to do database switchover. A database can be in one of two mutually exclusive modes, primary or standby. These roles can be altered at runtime without loss of data or resetting of redo logs. This process is known as a switchover and can be performed using the following statements. Convert primary database to standby. Connect sys/change_on_install at prim1 ASSISDBA. Alter database commit to switchover to standby. Shut down primary database. Shut down immediate. Mount old primary database as standby database. Startup naman file equals c/oracle/admin/tsh1/file/init.aura. Alter database mount standby database. Alter database recover managed standby database. Convert standby database to primary. Connect sys/change_on_install at SDBY1 ASSISDBA. Alter database commit to switchover to primary. Shut down standby database. Shut down immediate. Open old standby database as primary. Startup file equals c/oracle/admin/tsh1/file/init.ora. This process has no effect on alternative standby locations. The process of converting the instances back to their original roles is known as a switchback. The switchback is accomplished by performing another switchover. Database failover. Graceful database failover occurs when database failover causes a standby database to be converted to a primary database. Alter database recover managed standby database finish. Alter database activate standby database. This process will recover all or some of the application data using the standby redo logs, therefore avoiding reinstantiation of other standby databases. If completed successfully, only the primary database will need to be reinstantiated as a standby database. Forced database failover changes one standby database to a primary database. Application data may be lost, necessitating the reinstantiation of the primary and all standby databases. Automatic archive gap detection. Gaps in the sequence of archive logs can be created when changes are applied to the primary database while the standby database is unavailable. In Oracle 8i, the archive redo logs associated with these gaps had to be identified using the $archive_gap view and copied manually to the standby server before managed recovery could be initiated again. In Oracle 9i, most of these gap sequences can be resolved automatically. The following parameters must be added to the standby init.ora file where the values indicate net services names. FAL_server equals primary_DB1. FAL_client equals standby_DB1. The FAL server is normally the primary database, but can be another standby database. Once the standby database is placed in managed recovery mode, it will automatically check for gap sequences. If it finds any, it will request the appropriate files from the primary database via the FAL server. If the gap sequences cannot be resolved, the files have to be recovered manually. How to delay redo application. Application of the archived redo logs to the standby database can be delayed using the delay keyword. Alter database recover manage standby database delay 30. Return to no delay by running. Alter database recover managed standby database no delay.